Hello everyone, we have here age word problem in algebra. Albert is 2 more than half Carlos' age. 4 years ago, Carlos was 6 less than twice Ben's age. In 3 years, Albert will be 8 more than half Ben's age. How old is Ben now? Whoever wants to solve the problem, just feel free to pause the video. So in this video, I will be presenting two methods or two ways to solve the problem. And in both methods, we'll be using a table where we can clearly represent what's indicated in the problem and what's being asked. All right, so let's do it. We have here our first method. We are using a table where we label it past, present, and the future tenses. And this is in comparison of their ages. I indicated A, B, and C here. A stands for Albert's age. B is for Ben's age, and C is for Carlos' age. So in the past, I indicated here 4 years in the past, and the future, if you notice, you get 3 years in the future. And so in here, we'll be reflecting into the table what's exactly stated on the problem. So what's being stated over here will be reflected exactly onto this table. We focus on the problem. The first sentence, it says, Albert is 2 more than half Carlos' age. So that is referring to the present. So on this column right here, present tense, it says Albert is 2 more than half Carlos' age. So in here, we represent Carlos' age as C, since this is in reference to Carlos' age. So Carlos' age in the present is C, and it says here Albert is 2 more than half Carlos' age. So A here on the present, Albert's age 2 more than half Carlos' age. Half Carlos' age is C divided by 2. That's half of Carlos' age. And it says here 2 more, so plus 2. And then referring to the second sentence, 4 years ago, Carlos was 6 less than twice Ben's age. So this refers to the past, 4 years ago. So in this column, so talking about Carlos and in reference to Ben's age. So we have to put Ben's age in the present. Let's put it as B. And since referring to the past, about Ben's age in the past, so that will be B 4 years ago. So that's B minus 4. That's 4 years ago. And here, the second sentence, 4 years ago, in here, Carlos was 6 less than twice Ben's age. That is 2 times B minus 4. And it says there, 6 less. So this is minus 6. Now, on the third sentence, it says there, in 3 years. So that means it is about the future. So 3 years into the future, Albert will be 8 more than half Ben's age. So in here, we're talking about Albert's age in 3 years. 3 years into the future. So it'll be 8 more than half of Ben's age. So Ben's age in the future it'll be in 3 years. So that's B plus 3. And we're talking about Albert's age over here in 3 years in the future. So it will be 8 more than half. So half of Ben's age in the future, that is B plus 3 divided by 2. And it says here 8 more. So that is plus 8. And in here, what's being asked is Ben's present age. How old is Ben now? So Ben's present age is this one right here. That's what's being asked, B. Now let's focus on the data that we put on the table. If you notice, we have just 2 variables, B and C. So all you need is to formulate 2 equations to solve for those 2 variables, right? We need 2 variables, so we need 2 equations so we can solve the variables. Now, how are we going to formulate our equation based on the table? If we take a look at the table, this column, present and future one, The difference between the future and the present is 3 years. So we can make an equation out of this, present and future. If we add 3 years to this present, that will be the value of the future age, right? And the other equation would be, if we compare the past with the present on these two columns right here, we have two variables, b and c. If we add 4 years to this value of this age right here, that will be the value of the present age on here, that is c. All right, so based on here now, we formulate one equation over here and the second equation over here. All right, so let's do that. So present age is c divided by 2 plus 2. And if we add 3 to this one right here, to this age right here, it will become the value of this future age in 3 years. So we add 3 on this plus 3, and this is equal to this, the future value. So that is b plus 3 divided by 2 plus 8. Now from here, all we have to do is simplify, right? So here now, c divided by 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, so plus 5 equals b plus 3 plus, simplify this, 2 times 8 is 16, this all divided by 2, and simplify further, multiply the whole equation by 2, so get rid of the denominator 2, so this is now c plus 5 times 2 is 10 equals b plus 3 plus 16, that is 19, and in here we're canceling 2, so we ended up b plus 19. Simplify this further, this is now c is equal to, moving 10 to the right, so this is now b plus 19 minus 10, and c therefore is equal to b plus 19 minus 10, that's 9, so this is the value of c. So we call this equation 1. And going back to the table, we need another equation. So from this row right here, if we add 4 years to this, that will be equal to this value, c. All right, so let's do that. Here we're adding 4 years, so that is plus 4 equals c. That's the present age. So that is, we're adding 4 years to this, so that will be equivalent to this value, present age, c for Carlos. Simplify the equation. This is now distribute 2, so that is 2b minus 8 minus positive 4 negative 6, that's negative 2, equals c. Simplify it further, 2b, this is minus 2 minus 8 minus 10, equals c. And we call this equation 2. So we put the value of c over here for equation 2 to equation 1. So that's equation 2 to equation 1, where equation 1 is c equals b plus 9. So we're putting this value of c over here to equation 1. So this is equation 1. All right. So equation 2 to equation 1, putting this value of c over here, is 2b minus 10, that's this one, is equal to this, b plus 9. And simplify this further, collect or combine like terms, 2b, putting b to the left, will be negative b, is equal to 9. And putting negative 10 to the right, it will be positive 10. And in here, 2b minus b is b. And 9 plus 10 is 19. Final answer. And b here is Ben's present age. Okay. Now let's go to the second method. We'll be using another table, but a different way. All right, let's do it. We're here now on the second method. Now, if you notice, this is somewhat a little different from the first table that we used. So we have here the column, if you can see A, B, C, and the equation right there. A stands for the names, Albert, Ben, and Carlos, and these equations. And the column right here, if you see it, is past, present, and future tense over here. And here, let's indicate their present ages. Albert as A, present age. B, Ben's present age is B. C, Carlos is C. And past, it says there, past, that's 4 years. 4 years in the past, so that means A minus 4, there's B minus 4, C's age minus 4. And here in the future, that'll be 3 years. That's 3 years in the future. So we have here A plus 3, then B plus 3, and C plus 3. And here on the right hand side column, we'll be using the equations as based on the problem. Alright, so let's go back to our problem based on the first sentence. Here, first sentence, it says here, Albert is 2 more than half Carlos' age. So let's go back to our table. So present. We have here, Albert's age is 2 more than half Carlos' age. So Albert's age, we're talking about Albert here, so A is equal to 2 more than half of Carlos' age. So half of Carlos' age. Half of Carlos' age is C over 2. Then 2 more, so we add 2. Go back to our problem. Second sentence. 4 years ago, Carlos was 6 less than twice Ben's age. So we go to the past. That's 4 years ago. Talking about Carlos. So Carlos here. So C minus 4 equals, what it says about that was Carlos was 6 less than twice Ben's age. Ben's age here is B minus 4. So it says there 6 less than twice. So we have here 2 times Ben's age, B minus 4, and says here 6 years less. So it should be minus 6. And on the third sentence, it says there in 3 years. So it's referring to the future tense of their ages. So Albert will be 8 more than half Ben's age. So we're talking about Albert's age in the future. So A, Albert's age, so A, that is A plus 3. And what it says about Albert's age, 8 more than half Ben's age. So Ben's age is B plus 3. So half of Ben's age is, this is Ben's age is B plus 3. That's B plus 3. That's half. Means divide by 2. And it says there 8 more. So that is plus 8. We can focus on our table now. And since we have 3 equations right here and 3 unknowns, so we can solve the problem. So we can solve the values of the variables. So we can call this equation 1. And this is equation 2. And this is equation 3. Being asked here again is present age of Ben. So this is B. Now, if we take a look at our equations on here on the right hand side of the table, we have A and C here. And below, A plus 3. If you notice, that's A and C variable over here, A and B variable. So if we equate both of these equations, we can have the value of C and B. And then we equate that equation to equation 1. So we get the value of, since we have, from this equation, we have C and B variable. We equate that into equation 1 to get the value of B. Right? So now we do equation 2 to equation 3. All right, so equation 2 to equation 3. All right, so equation 2 is A is equals C divided by 2 plus 2. And equation 3 is A plus 3. And this amount. So we have substitute the value of A from equation 2 to equation 3. All right. So that is C divided by 2 plus 2. That's A here. Then plus 3 equals B plus 3 divided by 2 plus 8. Simplify it by getting rid of the denominator of 2 right there. So you multiply the whole equation with 2. So this is now C divided by 2 times 2. That is C. Then plus. this is, add this 2 plus 3 is 5 times 2 is 10 equals b plus 3 divided by 2 times 2, that is b plus 3. Then plus 2 times 8 is 16. Simplify this equation further. So this is now c plus 10 equals b 3 plus 16, that is b plus 19. And taking the value of c over here is b, transposing 10 to the other side. So this is 19 here, plus 19 minus 10, from positive 10 to minus 10. So is equal to b, c is equal to b plus 19 minus 10, that's 9. That's the value of c. And we call this equation 4. And from here now, we equate equation 4 to equation 1. So by doing that, we have the value of c over here, and equation 1 has a value of c, so we'll get the value of b out of that. All right? So we have here equation 1 and equation 4. We take the value of c in equation 4 into equation 1. So that is equation 4 to equation 1. All right, so c here is this value, so that is now b plus 9, that's minus 4, equals 2 times b, that's 2b, times 2 times minus negative 4 is negative 8, and minus 6. Simplify the equation, so this is b plus 9 minus 4 is 5, equals 2b minus 8 and 6, that is 14, so negative 14. Combine like terms, b moving to the right, that is 2b minus b, that's b, and moving negative 14 to the left, that is 5 plus 14. So b therefore is equal to 14 plus 5, that's 19. So that is our final answer. So b is 19, that's Ben's present age. Okay. And if we compare our answer of Ben's present age from the previous solution, the first method, I should say, b is 19, or here b is 19. So both the same. And so that's all for now. And for those new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you can hit the like button and subscribe for more interesting and informative videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.